Hello everyone, I welcome all to this portal of Learning Management System under Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. For 5th semester students, we have applications of electronics engineering subject. In that, Unit 2 contains automobile electronics. So today we will have a session on vehicle safety in the automobile electronics unit. So the contents of this session are vehicle safety, ultrasonic car safety belt system, airbag. Vehicle safety. It is the study of design and construction of vehicles to minimize the accidents. Nowadays, everybody is having his own vehicle. Number of vehicles on the road is increasing day by day, and the vehicles are coming with new technological advancements, and faster speeds are attained due to the advancements, and more serious accidents are occurring. Hence, automobile manufacturers became more concerned with these effects, and they tried to incorporate features which will improve car safety. There are two types of vehicle safety features. First is primary or active safety. Primary safety feature are the one that help to prevent crashes. That is, for example, anti-lock brakes, traction control, electronic stability control. These are the primary or active safety devices. These features try to prevent the crashes. They try to prevent accidents. That is, uh, anti-lock braking system. It is used for preventing skidding of the vehicle. And electronic stability control, traction control, these all try to stabilize the vehicle movement and avoid crashes. Whereas secondary safety feature or passive safety feature are the one which are designed to protect vehicle occupants. Once the crash occurs, that is, seat belts, deformation zones, and airbags. These are the secondary safety systems. These secondary safety systems or passive safety systems are designed to protect the vehicle occupants. So, firstly, we shall discuss about safety belt or seat belt. Just now, we discussed about primary and secondary safety device. So, seat belt, it is a secondary or passive safety device. It is designed to protect the driver and other vehicle occupants or passengers in the event of a collision or a sudden stop. Here in this figure, we can make out the difference when there is no seat belt and when the driver is wearing the seat belt. In the figure 2.1, the impact of impact of collision on the driver when he is not wearing seat belt. So, due to the forward motion, due to the crash, due to the forward motion of the head, there will be collision between the head of the driver or occupant with the steering or windshield, and there will be serious injury and sometimes death also occurs. Whereas in figure 2.2, the driver is wearing the seat belt Hence, when a sudden stoppage or sudden crash occurs, then also this seat belt prevents the collision of head of the occupant with the interior or steering of the car. When we are moving with a faster speed in a car or any vehicle, the occupants will be moving with the high speed as that of the car. So when the sudden stop or crash occurs, the passengers or occupants will get injured. But when we wear seat belt applies an opposing force to the occupants to prevent them from falling out or making contact with the interior of the car. So seat belt will prevent forward bend or forward motion of the occupant, hence the serious injury can be avoided. So next is ultrasonic car safety belt system. This figure shows the block diagram of ultrasonic car safety belt system. So when the driver sits in the car, then the seat switch beneath the seat gets activated. Secondly, he has to wear the belt, he has to buckle the belt and close the belt switch. If the belt is worn correctly, then if 40 kilohertz signal is emitted from the ultrasonic transmitter mounted on the belt, it is received by the ultrasonic detector, which is placed on the windscreen pillar, which in turn completes the logic circuit and the ignition circuit of the car is turned on. If this correct sequence is not carried, then the logic circuit is incomplete. Hence, this logic circuit will trigger an audible and visible alarm, and after certain time period the ignition is turned off, that is the car becomes off. So this is how an ultrasonic car safety belt system work. That is, I will explain once again. The driver must occupy his seat, activating a pressure switch beneath the seat. Secondly, he has to buckle the belt across his lap and close the belt switch. When the driver wears the seat belt correctly, a 40 kilohertz signal is emitted from an ultrasonic transmitter. We can see this in the previous figure here. When the driver wears the seat belt correctly, so this is an ultrasonic transmitter. It emits 40 kilohertz signal, which is detected by ultrasonic detector placed in the windscreen pillar. So this in turn completes the logic circuit. So when the logic circuit is complete, ignition circuit is triggered and the ignition is turned on. If this sequence is not carried out correctly, if the sequence is not followed, if the belt is not worn correctly, then it will not emit the 40 kilohertz signal, hence the circuit is incomplete. Then logic circuit will trigger an audible and visible alarm. So an alarm can be heard, and after specific time interval the ignition circuit is turned off. And This system is so arranged that if the belt is unfastened while the car is moving, then the ignition is cut off after certain time period by sounding an alarm. But it allows the but for very short operations such as parking, the logic arrangement is so adjusted that it allows the car movement without the belt being on. That means if we use the car without wearing seat belt for very short interval, then it allows it, whereas after certain time period then also the belt is not on, means the ignition is cut off. Here ultrasonic waves are preferred because there is no radiation hazard, and ultrasonic sensors produce frequencies which human cannot hear, making them ideal for quiet environments. And they do not use much electricity. They are simpler in design and are relatively inexpensive. So next, passive safety device or secondary passive device is airbag system. The airbag system prevents the driver and front seat passenger from crashing against the steering into the windshield. When any crash occurs, if its impact is very high, then this airbag becomes active or it becomes inflated, and it comes in between the passenger's head and steering, or passenger's head and interior of the car, to avoid the injury. The airbag is placed in the steering and in the front deck, which pops up and inflates instantly to provide an air cushion. So for the driver, the airbag is situated in the steering, and front seat passenger, it is placed in the front deck, and for back seat passengers also, in the advanced high end cars, the airbags will pop up. So this figure shows airbag system. It mainly has three parts: crash sensor, inflator, and airbag. The crash sensor is fitted in the front side of the car. It will senses the impact of the collision or crash. After sensing the impact, crash sensor will trigger the inflator. Then airbag is popped up to prevent the injury to the passengers. This is inflated airbag. So the airbag itself, it is made of thin nylon fabric, which is folded in the steering wheel or dashboard or in the doors for the back seat passengers. The crash sensor detects the crash and it tells the airbag to inflate. Inflation happens when there is collision force equal to running into a brick wall at 10 to 15 miles per hour. This means the airbag will get inflated only for very major accidents, for major crashes. When the impact is very high, then only the accelerometer will sense and it will inflate the airbag. For minor crashes, the airbag will not pop up.
During a frontal collision, occupants continue moving with the force of the vehicle's speed prior to the crash. Known as inertia, this force can carry occupants into the steering wheel, dashboard, or windscreen, causing serious injury. The purpose of seatbelts and airbags is to safely stop the effects of this inertia and protect occupants from possible injury. Seatbelts are designed to prevent occupants from sudden forward movements and provide excellent general protection from injury. They also ensure occupants are in the correct position for airbag deployment. Airbags are designed to deploy only during moderate to severe collisions and can operate in different combinations depending on the type and severity of collision. The system usually comprises front, side, and curtain airbags. Front airbags deploy in frontal or frontal offset impacts. Located in the steering wheel hub and passenger side dashboard, they are designed to minimize head, neck, and chest injuries. Side airbags protect occupants during side impacts and may also deploy during vehicle rollover. Located in the sides of front seats, they are designed to inflate between occupants and doors or B-pillars, minimizing head, neck, and chest injuries. Curtain airbags also protect occupants during side impacts and may also deploy during vehicle rollover. Located in the roof lining between the A and C pillars, they are designed to cover windows, minimizing head and neck injuries to passengers in both the front and rear seats. They are also designed to minimize the risk of an occupant's arms or body exiting the vehicle during a collision and to reduce the risk of injury from broken glass. So, how do all these components work? Sensors constantly measure deceleration and vehicle direction. The airbag control module samples this data continuously, monitoring for rapid deceleration. If sufficient deceleration is detected, the system takes action. Within about 20 milliseconds, it evaluates the speed and direction of the deceleration. First, the seatbelt pretensioner tightens the seatbelt across the occupant's lap and chest to restrain the occupant from excessive forward movement and ideally position them for airbag deployment. As the occupant's inertia drives them forward, a load limiter relaxes the seatbelt's tension in a controlled manner to reduce the amount of pressure on the occupant's chest. If the impact force is sufficient, airbags will also deploy at about the same time. In a frontal impact, a signal ignites a chemical reaction producing a rapid expansion of nitrogen gas, inflating the airbag within about 30 milliseconds.
I hope you enjoyed the video and understood the concept of working of seat belt as well as airbag.
An airbag is a rapidly inflating cushion that helps to prevent auto crash injuries. When there is a sudden deceleration of the auto, a switch is thrown which triggers the start of a chemical reaction that produces a gas. The chemical reaction employed is the thermal decomposition of sodium azide, NaN3. Upon heating, sodium azide decomposes rapidly to form sodium metal and nitrogen gas. The reaction is exothermic and rapid once it has begun. In practice, an oxidant is added to react with the sodium to form sodium oxide. When the reaction is triggered by a sudden application of heat, the hot nitrogen gas formed by decomposition of the sodium azide expands into the airbag. Expansion occurs in only about 50 milliseconds. After the initial expansion, the hot nitrogen gas cools and the bag partially deflates, freeing the passenger. Notice that no new substance has been introduced into this closed system during reaction. The large volume difference between reactants and products is due to the fact that one of the products is a gas.
So this video, the second video, shows how an airbag gets inflated during the crash. I hope you understood the concept of airbag working. Now we shall discuss some multiple choice questions with answers. The first one, in ultrasonic car safety system, if the car belt is unfastened while the car is moving, then the ignition is dash. That means if the belt is not worn correctly, or if the belt is unfastened while the car is moving, what happens to the ignition? Option A, cut off. Option B, turn on. Option C, uninterrupted. Option D, none of the above. The answer is cut off. We discussed in ultrasonic car safety system that the system is designed so that if the belt is worn correctly, then a 40 kHz signal is transmitted by the ultrasonic transducer, which is detected by an ultrasonic detector which is placed in the windscreen pillar, and the logic circuit becomes complete, hence the ignition circuit is turned on. And if the belt is unfastened, then the logic circuit is incomplete, therefore the ignition is cut off. So the answer is A, cut off. Second question, dash prevents the driver and front seat passenger from crashing against the steering and the dashboard. Option A, airbag system. B, suspension system. C, both A and B. D, none of the above. So as we already discussed, in case of crash, the airbag gets inflated and it prevents the driver and front seat passengers from crashing into the steering and dashboard. So the answer is A, airbag system. Question number 3, dash placed in the steering and in the front deck, which pops up and inflates instantly to provide an air cushion. Option A, airbag. B, power system. C, both A and B. D, none of these. The answer is A, airbag. Question number 4, airbag uses dash as input sensor. Option A, crash sensor. B, switch. C, both A and B. D, none of the above. Answer is crash sensor. Airbag mainly contains 3 parts: crash sensor, inflation mechanism, and the airbag itself. Here, when the crash sensor detects the impact of the crash, if the impact is very high, then it will triggers the inflation mechanism and the airbag is inflated and it provides an air cushion to the occupants. Fifth multiple choice question, crash or acceleration sensor is an extremely sensitive sensor fitted in the dash of the car? Option A, front. Option B, back. Option C, side. Option D, all of the above. Crash sensor, it is placed in the front of the car and it will senses the impact of crash. So the answer is option A, front. Sixth question. A crash is detected by the crash sensor, which in turn triggers the dash mechanism. Option A, inflation. Option B, ignition. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. So just now we discussed that crash sensor, it is placed in the front of the car and it senses the impact of the crash and it triggers inflation mechanism. Inflation mechanism, it will pops up the airbag and after very short interval of time it gets deflated. Otherwise that inflated airbag balloon only may cause injury. Seventh multiple choice question. The inflation mechanism makes use of a chemical reaction that generates dash gases to inflate the airbag. Option A, inert. Option B, oxygen. Option C, LPG. Option D, all of the above. The answer is A, inert. So in this session we discussed about working of passive safety features, that is seat belt and airbag, and what is vehicle safety, why we need vehicle safety. Because with the increase in number of vehicles and due to the advanced features, more and more accidents are occurring. So to avoid the crashes or accidents, or to minimize the injuries, to minimize the accidents, we have to incorporate safety features. Airbag and seat belts will also provide safety, and the anti-braking system, that is a primary safety feature that will prevent skidding, or it tries to prevent the crash. So this is about the vehicle safety. I hope you understood what is meant by vehicle safety and how the airbag works and how ultrasonic safety belt system works. So these are the references. From these sources I have collected the information for this session. Thank you one and all. Your kind suggestions and feedbacks are welcome. Please write to us your suggestion about the contents, tools, format, etc. to lms.dtek@gmail.com. Thank you.